morning, dragons. I'm Mr. Salerno, and this is Flame. And alright, Alphonse is here. Alphonse, it is so great to see you. Thanks for coming by. And we want to welcome you to the News of Camelot. Today's Thursday, April 29th, 2021. And boys, before we get going on our show, our Friend of Flame show, and a Friend of Alphonse show, let's take a moment to pause, put our hand on our heart, and say the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. You may now pause for the moment of silence. Thanks, dragons, and Flame, Alphonse. The sun is going to rise today at 6:13 in the morning, and it's going to set at 8 o'clock. 8 o'clock. This is so great. We made it to 8 o'clock, and the sun will still be out. This is great news, dragons. You know that I'm excited, and we know Flame and Alphonse are excited to give a Friend of Flame and a Friend of Alphonse. So what do we have on the menu? Oh, I shouldn't say that out loud, right? Because, okay, you want to say, oh, okay, the crab, and specifically the blue crab, and that is a very big deal in these parts, and that might be, that's a good point, Flame. Why yesterday we talked about Maryland. We have the blue crab that have these, you know, they're near the Chesapeake and in Maryland, and they are great swimmers, right? They have these paddle-looking leg arms that are good for swimming. They have all kinds of neat features, and that's a good point. Let's take a moment to see if our dragons know a little bit about crabs and blue crabs in particular. Okay, so we've prepared some questions, and we'll see what you know. Ready? So the blue crab, are they herbivores, which means they eat only plants? Are they carnivores, which means they only eat meat? Or are they omnivores, which means they eat both plants and meat? What do you say? Flame says herbivores. Alphonse says carnivores. It's omnivores, dragons. They are omnivores. They eat both plants and meat. Okay, so don't worry. You both are sort of right. So now, blue crabs. Are we least concerned about their population, which means we have plenty of them? Are they threatened, which means their numbers are going down? Or are they endangered, which means that we might lose them pretty soon if we're not careful? I know this is a tricky one. They're actually threatened. They're threatened because of two big reasons, dragons. One is overfishing, which means that we are fishing as humans too fast to keep the population of crabs and blue crabs going. And the second is pollution. And if we don't take care of our environment, that's why we celebrated Earth Day last week. If we don't take care of our environment, we might lose species like this more rapidly, which isn't very good. All right. Blue crabs, are they predators, which means they're always on the hunt? Are they prey, which means they're being hunted? Or are they both predators and prey? What do you think? That's right, they are both. Good job, guys. They are both predator and prey. But here is the interesting thing. Blue crabs and crabs in general, you know what they are predators of? Each other. Yikes! Crabs eat other crabs, which is very dangerous, and they are prey to many animals and to humans, as you know. All right, so crabs. Ready? Crabs in general. They are invertebrates, and invertebrate means that they don't have a backbone that goes through, you know, back here, how we have backbones down to our tails. But what type of invertebrates are there? Are they called mollusks? Are they called crustaceans? Or are they insects? Are crabs a type of insect? What do you think? Nice job. These are called crustaceans. Specific crustacean means it has an exoskeleton, it might shed, and it's actually the state crustacean of Maryland, which we thought was really neat. And they have these jointed legs, right? It looks like they are bent at a certain point. And I'm glad, did you write this question, Alphonse? That's pretty cool. Okay, so, ready, dragons? How many legs do crabs have in a blue crab? How many legs do crabs have? Do they have 8 legs? Do they have 10 legs? Or do they have 12 legs? So we said they're invertebrates, right? They're invertebrates and they are crustaceans. How many legs? What do you think, dragons? Do you think you know? That's right, they have 10 legs. They have 10 legs, and the first 2 are those, we call them pincers, right? And they use those to not only, warn other animals to back off if they get too close, but also to pick up their own food and to kind of shovel in things whenever they get hungry. And crabs, dragons, we'll do one more question. I think you'll like this one. What sense do crabs have that is very, very good? Right? Do crabs have an excellent sense of smell? Do crabs have excellent vision? Or do crabs have excellent hearing? What do you think? What do you think, Flame? Okay, yeah, nice. They have excellent vision. They have excellent vision. You might think that would be the case because it looks like their eyes come out. But like Alphonse and Flame and Mr. Slender, we have 2 eyes. There are eyes all over crabs' bodies. We just see the 2 distinct ones that are right there in the front. But there's so many interesting things about crabs, including what they have in their underbellies. We call those aprons, and how they work together to escape danger. And there's even cool videos of watching them kind of run sideways and get away into either where they burrow into holes where they might have to live, or if they go swimming. They don't necessarily swim the way we think of dolphins, but they still are very aquatic and don't need to come up for air, which is pretty neat. So the blue crab, certainly a friend of Marilyn's, a friend of Flame, a friend of Alphonse, and we hope you learned a little bit more about it today. Dun-dun-dun-dun. It's time for the birthday box. What kind of birthday do we have on this wonderful April 29th? Well, I'll tell you, Alphonse, we have Charlie 1! Yay, Charlie in kindergarten. That is fantastic. Happy birthday to you, Charlie. Our only dragon that has a birthday today, but still a very special one. That is great. And the male. Oh boy, dragons. If it's Slogurt and it's Go-Gurt, it must be from Miss Flaherty. And so Miss Flaherty has written us. We're so excited. Let's listen to this. Dear Flame, if you run into Alphonse, please tell him how appreciative I am for him checking in with our dragons to make sure they're okay. We might not get to see him every day, but he has such a big purpose with our community. Thank you, Alphonse, for always putting a smile on our faces. Lots of love, Miss Flaherty. That is so nice, Miss Flaherty. And Alphonse, you do have a purpose, and you might not be here every day, but that doesn't mean that Alphonse doesn't care about us. It doesn't mean he doesn't do a great job in his community and in our Camelot community. And that's important to know, dragons. Sometimes we might think, oh, I'm not sure what the purpose is, or what my purpose is, or what that group of people's purpose is, but everybody has a purpose, and they always try to make sure that it is known through their actions, maybe through their words or through their kindness. But Alphonse, sounds like Miss Flaherty appreciates what you've been doing, so great job, Alphonse. And when you get outside today, dragons, in the beautiful weather and the sunshine out till 8 o'clock, just know that there is a purpose out there for what you are doing, and we appreciate what you are doing for our Camelot community. So, on behalf of Flame, on behalf of Alphonse, I'm Mr. Salerno. We have an awesome day today, dragons. The sun's out for a very long time, and we can't wait to see you tomorrow. Thanks, everyone.